Salutations, dear friends. Welcome. Gratitudes for giving me this chance to delve upon that great text Bhagavad Gita, which is given directly by the Lord Narayana as an avatara, Lord Krishna. This Gita includes all the guidance, knowledge, information, inspiration required for a person who wants to get liberation through the Bhakti Jnana Marga, a spiritual seeker. Same Bhagavad Gita fully contains all the guidance knowledge for within and without for every person to succeed in their own respective outer goals. It is an quintessence of all the inspiration knowledge that is required. It is only we have to have that faith in Bhagavad Gita. We have to have that kind of regularity, sincerity in trying to understand Bhagavad Gita, and we have to have that subtlety. Then the courage and dareness to change ourselves to live as guided by Bhagavad Gita. We can see the sea changes that happen in our life. The two positive, negative examples both I give. The negative example is not negative, matlab example like in Turkey. So all the buildings have collapsed. Total city is gone. But the city is not the same now when they have to make everything again. You know, the rivers changed their courses. The schools, the colleges, the parks, the variety of things will not be in the same place. पूरा change होता है. I give you example, but that's a very painful thing to see. The positive example is our own India. From the last 8 9 years, how our India has become so great, glorious, very silently, quietly in so many things. Most importantly, we are proud now that we are Indians. That whole world is looking up to us for financial assistance, for the guidances, for so many things. Indians are the ones who are sought after by all nations to employ because of the honesty, etc., hard working skills, intelligence, goodness, etc. Internally also, within our nation, by the defense system. See, you saw yesterday PM addressing all those people there in Bengaluru, all cricket players, any people were there. 6 times great our military power has become in last 8 to 9 years. See change. Confidence is growing within us. Technologically, we are growing. Financially, we are stable. Morally, ethically, becoming stronger. All the conspiracies are gotala. They are slowly going away, even though the people are there doing it. It is a big disease coming from such a long time. Suddenly, in 10 to years, it will not go. But then you can see that change happening. Is it not? In the same way, when we this way study Bhagavad Gita, live life according to that, the change that happens in our life is most astonishing and beautiful and wonderful. But we have to have the faith in Gita and follow it. And whose hands it is in our own hands. For whatever the reasons, we have kept ourselves away from such a great, grand, glorious guidance. Again, by the same guidance, by the same grace of the Lord, we are now becoming familiar with this knowledge. Now, already today is 148th day. 2 days we'll be finishing. There so din, 5 mahine. Then those who are regular, definitely they got an idea of how Gita is tuning our mind intellects for the higher and right and greater and authentic thinking, understanding, living life according to that new understanding or wisdom, and coming out of our own self-created commotions and problems towards our own successes in the chosen goals. Beautiful it is. And I really appreciate the youngsters who are very regular and serious. And I really pray to the Lord and all the Guru Parampara to bless each one of you to rise above all pettinesses, limitations, and achieve our great, grand, glorious inner, outer, and spiritual goals and become the beacon lights or the trendsetters or the guidance or the inspiration or the idols for the other people around and the next generations to come. And definitely it can happen. Gita has that power. So maybe that may be inspired by Gita Jnanam. And what is Gita Jnanam in general? In the intellect, you understand thoroughly about the position of the outer world, your own personality, and divine, and also understand what is the relation. And then, accordingly, what is to be done, not to be done. If you know and do it, there you are. Clear? Now, welcome. Like every day today, also, we'll have the three topics. First one is the Shloka learning. We learn one more Shloka of Lord Hanumanji today. Then a common sense thought, which I think in a different way we might have discussed it in last 150 days. Even if it is repetition, never mind, it is useful. Third one is Gita. Now, today onwards, in fact, it started 3 days back only. What the knowledge given by Lord Krishna to all of us is eternal and universal and highly beneficial. Therefore, very important. Thus, we have to fully focus to attentively listen and understand every aspect and grasp it and implement it and grow in our life. As I was saying yesterday, forget all what was taught so far in 147 talks. Even forget the further things. These two verses, 5 and 6 of chapter 6, if you can by heart, understand, grasp the essence of it, get inspired by it, live life accordingly, nothing in the world can stop you from evolving, growing, succeeding, achieving. Such an important thing. If this is taught and learnt, everything is taught and learnt. If this basic thing is not taught, not learnt, then we are never taught by the teachers what we have to be, never we have learnt what we are supposed to. That much most important are these two shlokas, especially for the youth. Is it not? नो जैसे कहावत है एक भाषा में कि मटका गरम गरम है, चावल उबल गया उसमें और उसको उतारना है स्टोव से, नीचे उतारा, हाथ जल गया। अब ढूंढ रहे कौन से पत्ते लगाऊं कि ये जलन दूर हो जाए, है कि नहीं? इज इट इंटेलिजेंट? व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज फर्स्ट टेक दैट पत्ता और कुछ भी, with that you hold the matka and bring it down from the stove so that your hands are not burnt. Protecting the hands from burning is more important than searching for the burnol or the ointments after burning. In the same way, that type of slokas are these, which will protect you from burning your hands so that you have to search for the ointments later on. No. अब जितने भी आप ऑइंटमेंट लगाओ, जलन तो हो रहा है, हाथ तो जल रहा है, दुखी तो हो गए. Same way, at the age of 70, 80, you want to rectify. But already from the 17 years up to 70 years, the 53 years, you have wasted yourself with all nonsense and suffered. What is the use at the 65, 70 years you want to change? It is better from now only. If you change yourself, that time you need not burn your hands. Throughout also you need not burn, and that time you need not apply the burnal. These two shlokas talk about that particular point. And in these two shlokas, Bhagavan, though is behind, Guru, though is behind, Shastras, though they are behind, but they are putting all the onus and responsibility of our own evolution, our own growth, our own protection in our own hands. And it is true. For the reason that we can do and we must do, and for the reason all the resources are given to us, opportunities are given to us, freedom is given to us. The theme of today and tomorrow's shloka is this, in very simple. You are the one who has to lift yourself up. Equally important is you are the one who is responsible for yourself, should be responsible for yourself, not to fall down from the stage where you have lifted yourself up. Thus, you yourself are your own friend if you lift yourself up. You yourself are your own enemy if you allow yourself to slip. Lift up or down slip, both are in your hands. Who is telling it? That Bhagavan whose feet we hold on and always ask, "Hey Bhagavan, मुझे बचा ले, तू अपने आप बचा ले, गधा. I gave you everything." That One's own inspiration and effort initiative for one's own growth is in one's own hands. First, take it. Then, the help of others you can take and make use of and really help yourself. If you leave yourself to somebody or something, ask them to lift, they can't lift permanently. थोड़ा उठाकर फेंक देंगे, बाद में नहीं होता वो. So, uddhared atmanatmanam, among the 700 or 701 shlokas of Gita, if the youth ke liye top 5 shlokas, youth ke liye especially, if you want to talk, these two shlokas come. For all in general, it is in the top 20 shlokas. But you and I, for us, because at this age only, we have to be instilled with this inner ingredient, energizing ingredient, inspiring ingredient, empowering ingredient, the ingredient which makes us take charge of our life, which, in all the aspects, makes us responsible. This is the most important shloka. ये दोनों वाले, आज और कल वाला, बहुत बहुत उद्धरेद आत्मना आत्मानम न आत्मानो साधेत आत्मा एव आत्मनः बंधु आत्मा एव रिपुरात्मनः. इससे बढ़कर वेल विशर का कोई दूसरा आइडिया नहीं होएगा. इससे बढ़कर हमारा खुद का कोई मैच्योर्ड समझदारी नहीं होएगा. And from this, all the inner inspirations will bring out all our inner latent, hidden, hibernated talents out, bringing out to make them express for great achievements. And for this, you can see positive examples, thousands, and non-positive examples, millions in the world. All that we are going to see. The main theme पहले बताकर उसका explanation analysis देते जाएंगे. Clear? Now let us start the day. Om 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 Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dear friends, these are the two shlokas so sacred. Every day we are chanting. In them, the first one, we are committing to ourselves to be together till we learn the knowledge and help ourselves to grow. In the second shloka, we are praying to the Guru, who is the expression of the Lord, to be with us to create the learner, practitioner in us for our own evolution. Every day one shloka we are learning. Now let us learn today one shloka of Lord Sri Hanumanji. And the shloka is what? Simple. Om Anjana Nandanam Veeram Janaki Shoka Nashanam Kapisham Akshahantaram Vande Lanka Bhayankaram. Vande, always. Vande means I salute. Vande Mataram. Vande Bharata Mataram. Gurum Vande, Krishnam Vande, Jagat Gurum. Vande means Aham Vande, I salute. So I am saluting. And what is salutation always? Salutation always is seeking the blessings. Along with that, if it is to the characters like Hanumanji, getting inspiration from the way they live their life. And we also mold ourselves like them to succeed. See? Salutation is to seek the helper. Salutation is to seek blessings. Salutation is to get the inspiration to learn and live like them. Like I salute my father means what? Whatever the noble way he lived, I have to learn it. And whatever the blessings I need from him, he will give. And whatever the help I need, I take from him. This is called Vande. So Vande, I am saluting to Lord Hanumanji. Who is he? Number one, Anjana Nandanam. The one who gave happiness to his mother Anjana Devi with his own powers, valors, expressions, etc. Every mother is happy with the child. But if the child is as great devotee, jnani and successful person like Hanumanji, how much ananda the mother will have? So therefore, the first sign in our life is to give ananda to parents. How? By equally reciprocating the love and also achieving great things in life. So Anjana Nandanam. Second is Veeram. Veerata means what? Not going back, not hesitating. but gathering resources and putting efforts to move ahead in the path of success is called Veeram. Hanumanji is like that. He did not stop like all the other Vanaras at the Samudra. He said, "Main jaunga." And he never stopped in between, whether it's Mainaka, whether it's Surasa, whether it's Simika, whether it's Lankini, कोई भी उनको रोक नहीं पाए. रोक सके तो रोक लो, कोई नहीं रोक सकता. वीरम. जानकी शोक नाशनम. So the mother Janaki, उनका शोक दूर किया उन्होंने. By bringing Rama and making Rama kill Ravana and freeing her, and both of them, Rama, Sita, go to Ayodhya. She becomes the queen there. All the shoka of Sita ji removed there also by assuring him. First way by which Hanumanji did the Nashanam of the shoka of Sita ji is telling the news that Rama is alive, first of all. Because उनको पता नहीं. Then all the powers of Rama she reminded. He reminded her. Then how much Rama is loving Sita ji. Then he says, from the time you are abducted, he is in more dukkha than you. Only thing he doesn't know where you are. Now I know I will tell him, first thing he will just come and finish all the Ravanadi and protect you. All these beautiful words of inspiration. A guru does like that. Hanumanji is guru, Sita is sadhaka, Bhagavan is the lakshya. तो गुरु आके साधक को कहते हैं अभी थोड़ा भरोसा रखो, साधना करो, वेट करो, द लॉर्ड विल कम एंड ब्लेस. तो जानकी शोक नाशनम, माता रानी सीता जी का ही शोक को उन्होंने दूर कर दिया. वंडरफुल. अंजना देवी को खुशियां दी वीरता अपने के कारण. फिर सीता जी ऑल्सो ही मेड रिमूव हर शोक, ही रिमूव हर शोक. देन जानकी शोक नाशनम कपीशम. He is the lord of all the Vanaras, not appointed. He is the unclaimed king. Hanumanji is kingmaker. Interesting, you know. He made Sugriva king by making him meet with Rama. He made Vibhishana king by making Vibhishana meet with Rama. He made Rama himself also king by helping in finishing Ravana. Kingmaker is. But in the heart of heart, everyone. Like ask all the Vanaras, who is our king? Sugriva Maharaj ki jai. Sugriva, everybody will say. Okay? Now, a secret ballot. Secret ballot, you need not tell your name. But just tell whom you want to be having as a king. Everybody will write Hanumanji. He is unclaimed king. मतलब he doesn't claim to be king. He is a dasa. तो भगवान के दास है वो राजा क्यों बनेगा? But to all of them, for Hanumanji's good qualities, power and all, he is the Isha of Kapi. So here, he has not become king outside physically, but he ruled the hearts of all the Vanaras. With his good qualities, bhakti, power and all. Therefore, Kapisham, Kapiyam ka Isha. Then Akshahantaram, killer of the Daksha Kumara, the terrible fellow, son of Ravana. By doing all that, Lanka Bhayankaram, लंका का पूरा भय क्रिएट किया उनको, लंका को. You know, killing Akshay Kumara, so many Sainyam, etc., burning entire Lanka, he has just created fear in Lanka. Lanka is a materialistic world, Bhautikavad. Where is Bhoga, Bhoga, Bhoga. Sita is our own Mana. Mana seeks Sukha. Because she wanted the gold, golden deer. Here, everywhere is gold, but with the gold you can't be happy. You are happy only with the Rama. परमात्मा में खुशी होती है, जगत में कहाँ होता है? So therefore, by saying Lanka Bhayankaram, materialism is removed. By saying Janaki Shokanasanam, the mind's peace is gained. Dukkha is removed. By saying Akshay Kumara is killed, the child of materialism, called as the all negative qualities of, covetousness, etc., are removed. Then by saying that Anjana Nandanam, Anjana means medicine. The real medicine is bhakti only. Veera means initiative. Then Anjana Nandana Veeram Janaki Shokanas. By saying Kapisha, he is the lord of his mind. Now we are going to study that only on Gita. Kapisha, Kapi is Mana. Kampimati, a lot of definitions are there. Manaka Swami, वीरता से आगे बढ़ने वाला, अपने माता को आनंद देने वाला, या भक्ति रूपी रस जिनके पास है. Sita Shokanashanam, again remove of the dukkha of the mind. Akshahantaram, the negative qualities are destroyed. Lanka Bhayankaram, the Bhautikavada is destroyed. That is called Hanuman. And each one have their own consequence. When from our life the materialism goes away, we are no more competitor to the world to suffer. When the mind is given the inspiration to devote to the God, the dukkha of the mind goes away. When the negative quality of Akshay Kumara is killed to that extent, we are powerful, we are peaceful. When the virata we use to go towards your goal, that achieving the goal or nearing the goal gives such a joy. Then when we have the medicine of devotion, Anjananandanam, the life is always colorful, beautiful. And when our mind is in our control, Kapeshaha, what to talk about? So these are all can be talked for hours together. I am only telling some meaning of everyday shloka. And by listening to these 10 minutes, don't conclude that इन श्लोकों का इतना ही अर्थ है वो बहुत होता है उसमें. Is it not? You have to be with me entire life, every day giving 8 hours so that I can talk to you about all Shastras. Beautiful. So I'll chant 11 times, make it 108 by adding 97 and keep a target of 1080. Achieve it very soon. Om Shri Anjaneya Krvaya समस्त विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम भगवद दर्शनानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से वैदिक संस्कृते पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म संस्थापकानां शक्ति भक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम विघ्न शत्रु निर्मूलनार्थम समस्त दुष्ट शक्तीनां ग्रहाणां समूल निर्मूलनार्थम श्री आंजनेय स्वामिनः प्रार्थना श्लोकस्य जपम पारायणम वयम सर्वे करिष्यामहे. Okay, sankalpa is done. Now the shloka is Anjana Nandanam Veeram Janaki Shoka Nashanam Kapesham Akshantaram Vande Lanka Bhayankaram. So remember Sri Hanumanji, do pranam to his feet, and while chanting this shloka, ask him to bless us with the powers as he has got, so that we also eliminate inner and outer Rakshasas, we also serve the Lord, we also are in the bliss of Ananda. Kapi means Kampivati, Kam means Sukham. जो हमेशा आनंद में रहते हैं, राम जी के आनंद में, राम जी के सेवा के आनंद में, ज्ञान के आनंद में, उनको कपीश कहते हैं, कपि कहते हैं. ओम ओम अंजनानंदनम वीरम जानकी शोकनाशनम कपीशम अक्षहंतारम वंदे लंका भयंकरम. अंजनानंदनम वीरम जानकी शोकनाशनम कपीशम अक्षहंतारम वंदे लंका भयंकरम. अंजनानंदनम वीरम जानकी शोकनाशनम कपीशम अक्षहंतारम वंदे लंका भयंकरम. अंजनानंदनम वीरम जानकी शोकनाशनम कवीशमक्षहंतारौ 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 वंदे लंका भयंकरम. अंजनानंदनम वीरम जानकी शोकनाशनम कवीशमक्षहंतारम वंदे लंका भयंकरम. अंजनानंदनम वीरम जानकी शोकनाशनम कपीशमक्षहंतारम वंदे लंका भयंकरम. अंजनानंदनम वीरम जानकी शोकनाशनम कपीशमक्षहंतारम वंदे लंका भयंकरम. बोल पवन सुत हनुमान की जय. Beautiful. Thank you for really giving me again a permission to talk on one of the shlokas every day. Like this, hundreds and thousands of shlokas which are having a Shakti of the mantra that are there in our Sanatana Dharma. Learn them, chant with Bhakti Shraddha. Through that invoke grace of divine, be empowered and succeed in outer and inner lives. Now, today, common sense thought is so common, so simple. No, I will not elaborate at all. Just thoda sa कहकर. What is that? Don't give to others what you don't want to get from others. So to give to others what you want to get from others, so that they don't give you what you don't want, so that they give you what you want. Simple. Such a silly, simple common sense. Smallest. But even to understand this, that maturity, what is required, without that maturity, like a hence only animal, we live the whole life. Common sense. And we told you in one of the classes, the world is an echo. When in a valley or any such type of room, whatever the sound you make, the same sound will come back. Like in that side of room, say Ram, say Krishna, Jai Shri Ram, Bharat Mata ki Jai. You're good, you're wonderful. Same thing will come back. Say other thing, you are useless, you are Gadha. Same thing will come back. The world is eco. That's the ecology. Eco karta rehta. Whatever we give, that's what we get back, good or bad. Is it not? If you sow a ganja plant, that only will come. But if you put a tulsi plant will come. है ना? Tulsi seed लगाओ. You must know this simple but most important thing in life. See, our nonsense is what? We give anger, jealousy to others. And we say they should not be angry and jealous with me. And we don't give love and help to others. And we want others to give love and help. How can it happen, Matao? So therefore, simple four principles. Don't give what you don't want from others. And give what you want from others. Then slowly you will see that people stop giving you what you don't want. They will start giving you what you want. So what you don't want, insult चाहिए आपको, humiliation चाहिए, cheating चाहिए, put pressing you down, suppressing you down. Do you want it from others? No. Then why do you do that? Angry to someone, cheating someone, suppressing other one, and trying to destroy the other one, insulting someone, making others miserable. Every of these things are noted, and exactly those things come to us. That's why, if you are really little sensible in this life, if anybody has insulted us, understand that somebody we have insulted in the past. If anybody has cheated us, understand we have cheated someone. Therefore, now you don't cheat or anything, then nobody will cheat you. So, too, whenever somebody is loving us, kind to us, giving us opportunities, giving us the shelter or the food, all that means what? We have given to someone earlier. Therefore, from that learn and keep on giving these good things to the world. So, अच्छाई देते जाओ मिलता ही रहेगा. That's famous quotation. Give respect and take respect. Give love and take love. Give service and take service. Give guidance, get services. Give anger, get anger. Give kick, get kick. That's why before marriage, the stupid boy and girl give so much love, take so much love, give so much love. Take. After shadi hota hai, give ego, get ego. Give hatred, get hatred. Give misunderstanding, give kick, get kick. Give divorce, get divorce. Kata. इतना सिंपल कॉमन सेंस भी नहीं है क्यों क्योंकि ये नहीं पढ़ा रहे हम स्कूल कॉलेजेस में they are teaching only illusion and ignorance and calling it as the knowledge. There is no vidyalaya. There is only avidyalayas. They're all. There is no vidyalaya. They are all rogalayas. We go and shell out all the money and come with added diseases, except some exceptions. Huh? Like university. What is university? Teaching about the universe and universal oneness. In that university, all branches of knowledge are taught, but also taught that the universe is one unit. But which is teaching that? So, who will teach us? Only the elders, the gurus, those who know these, they teach us. So, you want love from your brother? Give both hatred and ask from him love. He will give double hatred only. Give him love, he will give. Sometime what happens, he may not give, but from somewhere else will come. And another technique I tell you. Whoever is loving you, enjoy and reciprocate. And whoever are not reciprocating your love, but at least you give love as you are learning to give love without expectation. That way, the life has to be nobly lived. Love, service, concern, forgiveness, help, सब मिलकर जिंदगी इन सब के साथ होता है. द जिंदगी नामक बगीचे में ना ये सब तरह के अच्छे फूल होना चाहिए, हमेशा खिले हुए. नॉट इट इज कॉल्ड एज बगीचा, बट देर आर नो गमला. गमले हैं लेकिन पौधे नहीं, पौधे हैं नहीं कि फूल नहीं है, पत्ते नहीं है भी सूखे हैं. और जिंदगी ऐसे ही सूखा हुआ गार्डन. We don't work hard, we have no love activity, no concern for others, no initiative to ask others welfare and help. Especially the children, youngsters, अपना ही खुद गर्जी, selfish. Out of 100 youngsters, 5 या 10 में भी are there who are concerned about parents and others. 95 वाले हमको ही सब चाहिए, हमको सब चाहिए. Throughout life, they live life like that only, selfish. They are like तुर्की में, even in the भूकंप हो रहा है, people are going to loot from the showrooms and etc. Such a wretched fellows. अपने देश एक तबाह हो रहा है, अरे खुद ही देश का तुम लूट रहे हो, अपने घर के चोर. Don't be like that. So the common sense thought: don't give that which you don't want from others. Give that which you want from others. Then others also give you what you need and want, and they will stop giving you what you don't want. So therefore, take the world very beautifully. Love it. Anybody it is. Be ready to help and serve. Even at the cost of sacrifice of some comfort, some amenities, even the ego. Like India did not take it as an ego or prestige. That the Ukraine always opposed India to have the nuclear weapons. The first country to oppose us to have the nuclear weapons is Ukraine. First country to support us is Russia. He says, I am your elder brother. When we were in need, whether it was in 62 war with China, 71 war with Pakistan to help Bangladesh, Russia came. That's why we are eternal friends. But when the Ukraine war happened, didn't we do the supply? Even after taking all that supply, the stupid Ukraine still demands more now. अब इंडिया को थोड़ा अकल आ गया, उनको कंट्रोल कर रहे. So to the Turkey, the worst enemy of India because they always support Pakistan. Turkey and this other fellow Syria, they are not in support to India. But we never looked for all that. That's the need of, it's not the question or thing to be debatable. There's no ego or prestige. Country, governance, rules, they come and go. But the humanity is eternal. The human beings are suffering. They were one after the other, 4 C-17s with all the NDRFs as well as relief material we have sent. Of course, the other 92 nations also have sent, but we have also done. That is how we have to have life to be lived. And don't expect that Syria or they will be happy, loving us. I thought unka greatness hai. Is it not? If they don't want to change, you can't command, no? Remember, कोई लोग हमेशा हमको hate ही करते हैं. You cannot change them, but you can change yourself from giving hatred to giving love. Always we have to become good and change. That's the only way. At least एक बंदा तो अच्छा हो गया. If you say no, Swami, they are not good to me, why should I be? Then you are not a deserving student of Gita. You are a useless fellow. You are not worthy of maturity. तुम उधर ही कुत्ते बहुत लड़ते जगते हैं ना, उस लेवल के हो तुम. You are at a human level. Difference between human and animal is what? Animals react, humans respond. In response, always you see good for others only and do that only. See that? That dignity, that magnanimity is humanity. Indian scriptures talk about that. We allow everyone to grow, to prosper, to enjoy. We are ready to help also. We are not jealous of others. Yesterday we saw the jealousy thought in our common sense wala. Okay? So 4 things. When don't do what you don't want to others with mouth or mind or any action, and do that which you want from others. So you want love, give love. You don't want hatred, don't give. You want help, give help. You don't want not to help, therefore don't be not to help. Like that. Mature in that way. Then you can see the world starts loving. Means you will create that aura around you. to attract the people and they also reciprocate. Good or positive, it's in our hands. Same is the topic for our Gita also today. Now let us, after concluding learning of shloka, common sense thought, now let us study the fifth shloka of sixth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan Krishna having told the yoga rudha sthiti. Okay, in the fourth shloka, he says that this way reaching to yoga rudha sthiti is called as the great achievement. And that achievement of reaching to yoga rudha sthiti is in your own hands. Lift your personality to that level of yoga rudhata. After which, if you are a spiritual seeker, through meditation you discover the self and get liberated. And if you are a person to succeed in the world, you'll have sufficient peace to implement your plans and succeed. You have to bring your personality to that yoga rudha sthiti. And having reached there, maintaining it continuously in that stage, not allowing it to lift to slip from there, even an inch also, again is your own responsibility. Therefore, from this standpoint, Lord Krishna is telling to Arjuna and all of us, because beta, it is you who have to lift yourself to that level, and it is you who have to maintain yourself at that level, and it is you who have to not allow yourself to fall down. Therefore, we are concludingly telling you an important thought to be carried throughout the life is that you yourself are your own friend, you yourself are your own enemy. First basic thing. No, I told you the main thought. इसका भी elaboration ही बाकी सब कुछ. Not knowing this, we consider the world as friend and run behind them and get cheated by them. And we consider the world as enemy and we never go to them and take help. There's nobody as friend or enemy outside. They're all created inside. First of all, after making our own selves our own friend or enemy. Both Gambhira Vishay, that's what I told you. The sixth chapter will have very important to the core, heart touching topics. If you have the guts to listen to them, receive them, understand them, and accordingly mold ourselves. Sky is no limit for us to achieve or grow if these things are accepted and implemented. So this is what is the fifth shloka today we'll study. Tomorrow is the sixth one. Okay, let us do the chanting. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geeta Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः आत्मसंयमयोगः श्रीभगवानुवाच पंचमः श्लोकः. The shloka chanting 4 plus 2 6 times, word by word meaning, total meaning for spiritual seekers and for us also. Same way we learn, but these two shlokas, if I am able to tell you in a highly inspired manner, it's okay. Even if not, you listen the themes carefully and get inspiration from within with the theme of this shloka. And nobody can help us more than this in our life. That much powerful are these two shlokas. So apply the intellect, apply the emotions. With the intellect, understand. With the emotion, feel for it. With the aham, ego, not ego, negative ego. With the responsibility of the ego, take responsibility of living what is learned, grow in life. So the four padas are Uddharet Atmanatmanam. Second, Natmanam Avasadayet. Third, Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhu. Fourth one, Atmaiva Ripuratmanaha. Wonderful shloka, powerful shloka. Most important for the youth, implemented. Never he will have regrets from within, nor he will have disappointments from without. Wonderful, wonderful shloka. It is Majadar. I'm so excited actually about the theme of this shloka. I'm feeling it inside, enjoying it inside. Whether I'll find the vocabulary required to explain that or not. Let us chant 4 times. Shri Bhagavanuvacha, Shri Bhagavanuvacha, Uddharedatmanatmanam, 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 Uddharedatmanatmanam. नात्मानमवसादयेद् नात्मानमवसादयेद् नात्मानमवसादयेत् नात्मानमवसादयेत् आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः. Together. श्रीभगवानुवाच उद्धरेदात्मनात्मानं नात्मानमवसादयेत् आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः. Again. श्रीभगवानुवाच उद्धरेदात्मनात्मानं नात्मानमवसादयेत् आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः. कनेक्शन पहले मन में रखना. What is the connection? Bhagavan taught us to become Arurukshu. Bhagavan taught us to become Arudha. Arurukshu is an effortful person. Arudha is the one who succeeded in those efforts by reaching where he has to reach. And what is the Arurukshuta? What is Arudata? Same. Those three most beautiful things which we spent 3 days to learn. And always remember, we have a higher, greater, nobler goals to reach. We have set. Or we have a spiritual goal to reach. And reaching the goal happens only when you perform. Performance depends on all your resources, your single pointedness. These are all positive things. Positive things at the same time. The non-positive is not getting distracted. Is it not? Without getting distracted, with all the resources gathered, according to the plan, when you implement or perform, we will reach the success. So these are the shlokas which teach us where do we go wrong and how to set right ourselves. The 3 crucial things that were told were what? When we reach to them, we are called as Yoga Rudha. One is what? Yadahi na indriya artheshu anushajyate. That state of mind reached through practice of all the 5 chapters, whatever is taught, the state of mind reached where I am not having anushanga, excessive attachment to any of the vishayas, indriyartha, shabda, sparsha, rupa, gandha, including the human beings and all. The indriyartheshu anushajyate. The indriyas are eyes, ears, nose, tongue, taste, no, skin. And the indriyarthas are the shabda, sparsha, rupa, gandha. We are involving in them because we have to sustain our life, because we have to do duty. More than that, none of them are remembered in our mind, even a moment. That state of mind is called as the first one of the yoga arudha sthiti, na indriyartheshu anushajyate. The opposite of it is what? If all the time our mind is attached to the indriya vishayas, only that we will think, we will neither have the clarity nor the stamina to perform to reach our goal. It is so direct, simple logic. There is nothing sentimental, emotional about it. Second one is what? Na karmasu anushachyata. No kamya karma involvement at all. Whatever, because any karma means what? Any unnecessary karma. The unnecessary karmas are 2 types. One is our own desire prompted karma. Second is out of some sentiment or obligation to others we do a karma. Without doing that, we have to conserve our energy because we have our own goal to reach. Only when that other work is very important, that person is very important, that person is in need, then you can help by doing that karma to him. Is it not? But that fellow is taking you for granted and making you as a khilauna and using your time and energy. You should not. like your younger brother. He can cover his book, but that fellow is lazy. You want to sleep, you want to watch TV. Then with all the love he comes, भैया मेरे किताब को cover करके दे नो. And then you out of emotion, मेरे प्यारे भाई ने मेरे को ये पूछा करके your own study छोड़कर stupid fellow का कर्म नहीं करना. That is the meaning of na karmasu anusajyate. You yourselves are not going for any desire prompted activity because your interest for the Vishayas or the Indriyarthas are already gone away. And the relation we told yesterday, विषयों को देखो तो कामना आएगा, कामना को रोको नहीं तो आप उनके प्रीति पीछे भागोगे. All that. So na karmasu anusajyate means like that any number of examples. Like the brother example I gave you, the friends. The friends come and tell, अरे भैया चल रहे घूमने चलते खेलने. बहुत प्यार वो जताते हैं इतना, यार without you, you know, the group will be empty. जल्दी जल्दी आ जाएंगे हम कौन सो. हाँ यूज मेरे को यही दो पुत्र फ्रेंड्स ये बेवकूफ लोग बुला रहे करके अपना काम छोड़कर जाओगे तो then you have lost the game. But to that friend, some help is required and he is really in some risk or danger. Then you stop for the timing your work, go help and come. That is allowed. That is humanity. As a human being, if somebody is in need or difficulty, you have to help. Need is different and making use of you is different. Is it not? Many of the friends make use of you. They don't need you. You have to be having very careful about it. You have to mind your business in life. ठीक है न कर्मसु अनुष्ठित. Third one is what? Sarva sankalpa sannyasi. This we have not studied thoroughly actually yesterday. From the mind, other than our own goal, no other sankalpa should be entertained. The moment that sankalpa comes, thwart it or cut it. The best way is what? Always engage in the sankalpa of what to do to reach to my own goal. Like I am always in the sankalpa of how effectively I have to give this knowledge of Gita to my dearest young children. If I think like that, engage my mind in this sankalpa, will I have the sankalpa of any other Vishaya Vastus? I will not. Conversely, when I devalue the other sankalpas, then only I can do sankalpa of how best I can give this knowledge of Gita. So simple, so direct example. These three put together, when you achieve, you are called as Yoga Rudha. A Yoga Rudha has no unnecessary whims and fancies or sankalpa in the mind out of any excitement or stupidity or misguidance by others. He is very clearly convinced about what goal he has to achieve, what path he has to follow. Second one, he will not involve in any useless karma to distract himself, to waste his time and energies. Third is what? He has long back kicked away all the indriyarthas, knowing that the desire for them is not only out of delusion, but involving in them to the extent of becoming slave to them is so destructive for his life. He has understood that. Therefore, indriyarteshu na anusajyate, na karmasu anusajyate, sarva sankalpa sannyasi. He is called yoga rudha. Any work he takes to achieve, he can achieve the works. Whatever the goal he puts in front. So it's the same person alone, doubtlessly, effortlessly, easily study the Upanishads, understand the theme, contemplate on that, transcend all the Rupa Nama, he can discover the self. So इस तरह इस मोक्ष को ले जाने वाला योगारूढ़ स्थिति, इधर हमारे लाइफ में हर एक सक्सेस देने वाला योगारूढ़ स्थिति को हमें खुद पहुंचना है. That is the meaning of this fifth chapter's first portion. What is the first portion of the fifth shloka? Sorry, sixth chapter. Uddharet atmana atmanam. Second one, na atmanam avasadayet. Third one, atma eva hi atmanah bandhuhu. Fourth one, atma eva hi atmanah ripuhu. Okay, now first one we'll understand. Very careful. Simple words I am telling, but the theme is very important. Therefore, as consciously, cautiously, carefully you take this message to your heart, सो गुड एंड इंपॉर्टेंट एंड यूजफुल फॉर यू। पूरा गीता अभी तक का भूल जाओ, बट ये वाला एक समझ ले और बाकी सब याद आएगा। So Atmana means by your own efforts. Atmanam yourself. Udhareta, lift yourself to the higher stage. And what is the higher stage? In general, in life, higher stages in your economic position, your educational position, your status in the society, all of them, you yourself have to lift yourself up. That is general meaning everybody says. But the particular meaning is how do you do all of that? Only when you do in your own life what is said by Krishna. Means what? From the Bhoga Ruda and Roga Ruda, coming or lifting ourselves to the Yoga Ruda Sthiti is called as actual Uddhara, because after this Uddhara, only in any other fields also you can do your own Uddharana, lifting yourself up by yourselves. At the physical body level, others can lift me. Is it not? But as regards the status of my mind reaching to the level of Yoga Ruda Sthiti, others may help, but taking that help, I myself have to lift myself. Therefore, in this regard of Atma Uddharana, if you need any help, look at the end of your own hand. That is the only help. Na uddhared Atmana Atma. So that Indriya Arteshu Anushanga nahi karna, कर्मसु अनुसंग नहीं करना, नो संकल्प इन द माइंड, नेम्ड योगारूढ़ स्थिति, we ourselves have to reach to. That is called as real Atma Uddharana. Without this Atma Uddharana, by default or by because of the blessings or help of your parents or anybody, any other Uddharana we reach to outside, all that will be destroyed only, because basically inside our hearts, our mind has not brought to the Uddharita Sthiti. Okay. Now 2 minutes I talk in general, as we said in the beginning. What's what? In whole life, others help will come or will not help. First of all, decide that whether other helps or not, I will do my work and I help myself. लाइक ना दैट तुर्की है, अपने आप पहले उद्धारण करते रहेगा तो ऑल द 70 कंट्रीज विल हेल्प. Whether other countries help or not, it is your nation you have to do. In the same way, whether it is your health, whether it is your financial status, whether your position in the society, whether your professional skills and all, don't leave it just like that. Don't depend on others कि कोई आकर कुछ करेगा तो कुछ होएगा. You roll up your sleeves, you tighten your belt, and you discover the techniques and means by which you grow yourself. Why this is so? Because for this, what intellect required, what mind required, what resources required, what freedom required, what offers required are widely, freely spread and given to us by the Lord. Discover it. And the common sense kya hai? If I don't put my efforts for my own growth, why will others help me? Even if they help me, do you think I will take that? Because I myself am not interested in my own Uddhara. Your Uddhara, technically according to Gita, is coming to the Yoga Ruda Sthiti. Because from this Sthiti, you can be an efficient doctor, lawyer, engineer, any professional, you can be a great successful person. An example. On the name of reservations, somebody is given a good post, Manu, by the government. But if he is not controlled from the इंद्रियार्थास, इंद्रियार्थों के प्रति उसको आसक्ति है मानो, that position responsible which is given to him because of the reservation, will he able to responsibly fulfill those duties? So too, if he is not detached from all other nonsense karma, will be able to efficiently do that work? So too, he has got millions of sankalpa that when I am given this post, instead of working for the post honestly, I'll do all other nonsense. अगर ऐसे वाले संकल्प उसको है मानो, like if somebody wants to become the income tax department officer or excise department or any police, so that सबको डरा के मैं पैसे ले सकता हूँ. अगर ऐसा बंदा पुलिस बनेगा तो विल ही डू द जस्टिस एज ए पुलिस? He will not be a rakshaka bhatta, he will be a bhakshaka bhatta only. Are you understanding it? Therefore, much before becoming any professional, we have to first do our uddhara. Uddhara in our own inner intentions and attitudes, in our own relation with the world. Purity कहते हैं उसको. Therefore, विषयासक्ति राहित्यम, unnecessary एक्शन में नहीं इन्वॉल्व होना, unnecessary संकल्प नहीं करना. ऐसे ही बंदे को योगारूढ़ कहते हैं. एंड ही इज उद्धरित, ही हिमसेल्फ विल रीच हाईएस्ट स्केल. टू सच पर्सन्स इफ यू गिव एनीथिंग ही विल मेक राइट यूज ऑफ इट ओनली. बट इन दीज थ्री थिंग्स इज इक्वल टू योगारूढ़ स्थिति, दैट फेलो इज जीरो. एनी पोजिशन, एनी पावर्स पोजिशन यू गिव हिम, he will only destroy himself and the nation. In the same manner, you make a person as MLA or MP or even Prime Minister who has a lot of Vishaya Sakti, lot of other Karma Sakti, and also so many Sankalpa negative, that fellow will destroy the nation. And don't cry after that कि ये राजा ने ऐसा कर दिया. You kick yourself because you selected him. That's why I'm telling you every day, be careful when you get the voting power to select those people who are honest to serve the nation with all patriotism along with dharma bhakti, desha bhakti. Otherwise, if you select the other people, बाद में आपको बताया ना, हाथ जलने के बाद पत्ते पकड़कर क्या फायदा? Those who are not Desha Bhaktas, those who are not Hinduism Dharma Bhaktas, those who doesn't know glory of it, those who for the sake of their power, they will promote the other negative people. You understand what India achieved last 10 years? That is last, and 50 years back again our country will go. Do you want that? Therefore, be careful in selecting the netas. नहीं तो पूरा चौपट हो जाएगा फिर. If you don't select the true Desha Bhakta, true hard worker. So yesterday you heard all the talks, तीन एक मिनट 40 सेकंड का. I'm sure you might have heard. You know that Javagal Srinath when he was talking, Anil Kumble when he was talking, Venkatesh Prasad when he was talking. You know, these are all cricketers. Bangalore mein, they met Pradhan Mantri. Even that other person, you know, he met even that Manish Pandey, he met that Mishra. Everyone was so excited to say how great is our Prime Minister with his patriotism added with such an exhaustive vision regarding everything. Even that cinema actors, they said what a vision he has got for our own industry, which we ourselves don't have. He is giving such suggestions. That sports person, when he was saying that Pradhana Mantri has such a vision that he wants sports to be a subject right from the school level. अभी नहीं है वो हमको. एक प्रॉपर सब्जेक्ट होना चाहिए स्पोर्ट्स का. Then he has a vision that even in athletics India should excel, so that एक ब्रॉन्ज मेडल, एक सिल्वर मेडल आता है हमको मुश्किल से in our Olympics. With 140 crores population, every medal should be ours. We have skill, talent too, but importance is not given. Such great people, when they are leaders, such great visionaries, our country will go in positive direction. नहीं तो टुकड़े टुकड़े हो जाएगा, बट जाएगा. All the culture, tradition, everything will be spoiled, just like it happened between 1947 to last 10 years back. Choice is yours. Selecting the leaders. Now you yourself become leader with this yoga rudha sthiti. Then serve the nation economically, politically, scientifically, morally, ethically, culturally, most importantly, spiritually. But much before that, uddhared atmanatman. You have to lift yourself from the roga rudha, bhoga rudha to the yoga rudha. You have heard these type of inspirational talks from hundreds of people in your life, but they talk very emotionally, sentimentally, as I spoke to you last 20 minutes, 15 minutes, with so many other examples. But none of those, their explanations are as pakka and perfect as it is given by Krishna. Because Krishna clearly mentions what is the meaning of Atma Uddharana. It is coming to the Yoga Rudha Sthiti. None of the other people know that what is real Uddhara. Because if I say you grow in your life as a doctor, you grow, but कितने को suppress करके होते हो, कितने cheating करके होते हो, but is that inspiration to grow as a big doctor given by others? Is it right? आत्म उद्धार तो किया उसने, but कितने को कुचल डाला? Is it not? Then if this definition is taken up, that real uddhara is in your own yoga arudha sthiti, thereafter you not kuchlo anyone to come up. You yourself. Others only give you the opportunity, chance, they welcome you. That's what I am saying you. The day by day, the craze of Prime Minister is growing all over the world. Good it is, good sign. We need all people like that. Right? Why only one? एक ही प्रांत ऐसे क्यों है? Every one of you should become million times greater than our Prime Minister. Why not? Why do you suppress yourself? I to see you, you should be equal to thousand Vivekanandas, thousand Gurudevs, thousands of Lord Krishnas. Put together should be you. Why should we underestimate ourselves or keep lower goal? Let everyone be like that. Be having all the extensive, exhaustive understanding of the nation, humanity, its true evolution, growth, and what to do for it. In that way, which every one of you are matured, you each of you will be sufficient enough to guide the nation. Like in a cricket team of 12, 11 people, everybody is an all-rounder, best. Will that team can be defeated by anyone? All-rounder hai, pakka hai. See, generally the West Indies used to be like that in 80s. Later on the Australia. Slowly now India is becoming like that. If all Indians are all-rounders, in spiritual knowledge, in the glory of culture and tradition, in their respect to the nation, in their own professional skills, in their own attitude of taking everyone in one stride into unity. How beautiful would be our nation? Excellent, no? There will be no quarrels in parliament to break the chairs. Do you see parliamental sessions? See them. Parliamental sessions. In the Rajya Sabha especially. कितने लड़ाई होते हैं लोकसभा आज करो they चिल्लाते 2-3 days back that meeting when PM was talking others how they were shouting बंद करो बंद I enjoy all that. So the first thought I shared with you Uddhared Atmanatman. This shloka has got 3 more parts. Tomorrow I'll talk about it. Today it's enough. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Uddared Atmanatmanam Natmanam Asadayet Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhuho Atmaiva Nipuratmanaha. What is the shloka we learned today? Anjana Nandanam Veeram Janaki Shokanashanam Kapisham Akshahantaram Vande Lanka Bhayankaram. Common sense thought. Don't give what you don't want. Give what you want. Then you get what you want, you will not get what you don't want. Okay? Thank you. God bless you all, friends. Thank you all. Help yourself.